Hey guys, I'm Steff and welcome back to my beauty stash. Happy New Year. This is going to be my first upload of 2021. So welcome to my stash. Let's start this year off with a bang. I am going to be creating two looks using the brand new Wet n Wild 10-pan eyeshadow palette in the shade Call Me Sunshine. And let me give you a closer look at what this little beauty looks like. When I first showed you guys these palettes in my initial first impressions review, I thought that this reminded me a lot of Urban Decay Naked Honey. I have not used this palette. All I have done is swatch this palette. So in a way, this is going to be another first impressions video, but more so just a quick two-look tutorial so that you can see a couple different looks and what you can create using this gorgeous neutral with a pop of gold eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild. These retail for $6 at Walmart, and on the Wet n Wild Beauty website, you do get 10 shades in their brand new ultra creamy, super buttery vegan eyeshadow formula. So if you want to see the two looks I create using this little beauty right here, keep on watching.
From the sun, you bring the sunshine. I can feel it, that you are the one, oh baby, be mine. I can feel it, like the rays from the sun, you bring the sunshine. I can feel it, that you are the one, oh baby, be mine. I can feel it, like the rays from the sun, you bring the sunshine. I can feel it, that you are the one, oh baby, be mine. I can feel it, like the rays from the sun, you bring the sunshine. I can feel it, that you are the one, oh baby, be mine. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Alright guys, so this is look number one using the Call Me Sunshine eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild. Let me show you really quick the shades that I ended up using. I went in first with this shade right here, more so as a transition shade, and then I went into this shade and I put that mainly in my crease and also in the outer corner. And then I went in with this shade right here, which was a little disappointing because I felt that was the driest shade out of all of the ones that I used. I felt that one took a little bit of work, and while you saw me apply it with my finger, I thought it was best applied with a damp brush, and I was right. That is the shade I have right here on my lid. It is a very pretty shade. You just gotta work with it a little bit, and I kind of feel like it has like a little copper shift to it, or maybe like a green shift to it. I don't know. It's a very interesting shade. And now I'm thinking it might be best as an eyeshadow topper and maybe not your primary eyeshadow like on the lid. Although I did get it to build up, it looks really, really pretty. That one is going to take a little bit of work. This shade, however, amazing. This is a very buttery smooth shade. This is the one that I just picked up once with my brush. I had enough to do both inner corners and both brow bones with that one swipe of the brush. So this shade right here, really, really pretty. The matte shades, beautiful. They blend it out seamlessly. Really, really nice. I did end up deepening up the outer corner with this darker shade right here. As you can see, I thought that just added the perfect touch to this eye look, and I really like the way it came out. To complete the eye look, I added 2 coats of the brand new Wet n Wild Big Poppa Mascara. I think it looks pretty good. I did curl my lashes using their brand new eyelash curler, and I applied some of this Wet n Wild liquid or high shine lipstick. This one is in the shade Meet at Sahara. Really, really pretty. I did pick this one up in store in Walmart, and I believe it was like in the spring when I picked this up. You might be able to find this still on the Wet n Wild Beauty website. I, of course, will have the rest of the makeup that I am wearing, which some of it is Wet n Wild. Everything will be linked in the description box in case you do want to pick up anything. Some of them might be affiliate links, so if you do end up purchasing, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. All right, guys, let's jump into look number 2 with the Call Me Sunshine palette.
You bring the sunshine. I can feel it, that you are the one, oh baby, be mine. I can feel it, like the rays from the sun. You bring the sunshine. I can feel it, that you are the one, oh baby, be mine. I can feel it.
Alright guys, so this is look number 2 using the Call Me Sunshine palette from Wet n Wild. Let me quickly just take you through the shades that I used. I started off with this shade, kind of like as a transition shade, and then I moved over to this deep brown and I totally packed that on the lid. And then I went back into this shade to kind of blend out the edges of this dark brown shade. And then I went into this shade more so on the outer portion of the lid. And then I jumped over to, let's see if my camera's gonna focus, to this beautiful gold shade. And then I applied this, which one? This one. This shade right here, this copper shade to the lower lash line, and then this kind of like a pinkish shade to the inner corner. And then I did this off camera, but I went back in with this really pretty, like a vanilla kind of shimmer shade, and I applied that to the brow bone. And guys, I quickly want to mention, to complete the eye look, I went in with both versions of the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Eyeliner, liquid and retractable pencil. And of course, I am using 2 coats of the brand new Big Poppa Mascara.
Yeah, I can feel it.
So I used every single shade in this Call Me Sunshine palette. They all performed beautifully. No problems. The only one, which was in the first look, was this shade right here, and it swatches really pretty, but for some reason, I think it's more of a topper than a standalone shade, but it did quite well as a standalone shade. That was the only one though that I had to wet. The other shimmers, like the shimmers I used in this eye look, I did not wet them at all. The brush I used was dry. So you're just gonna kind of have to play with it when you get it home and see what works best for you. I don't feel that spraying your brush to apply shimmer shades means that the quality is not there or the payoff is not there. I do it with like luxury shades, and I do it with drugstore shades. It's just a matter of personal preference. And for me, I feel like I get a better application when I go in with a damp brush, but then sometimes it's not needed. It's just gonna be, you know, depending on the look and what you're working with. So the palette itself, guys, is really nice. Like, I have no problems with the blendability, the quality. I didn't even get fallout, but there is definitely kick up in the pan. When you dip into these shades, make sure that you are using a light hand. Now, because I told you guys that this reminded me a lot of one of my favorite Urban Decay palettes, which is the Naked Honey palette, I decided to go outside, swatch them so that you can see what they look like next to each other in natural lighting on a fair to light skin tone. And here they are in the studio lights. You can see them. Very, very similar, guys. I mean, I think it's a pretty good alternative. I'm not going to say it's a spot on dupe because some of the shades, as you saw, were kind of a little bit different. But if you don't want to shell out the $48 or $50 that the Urban Decay Honey palette costs, this little beauty from Wet n Wild is only $6 at Walmart or on the Wet n Wild Beauty website. So whatever your budget is, whatever you want to do, guys, either palette is going to perform pretty well and you can achieve almost identical looks with either one. So 48, 6, you be the judge, guys. I think Wet n Wild did a great job with this new formula. So far, they are 3 for 3, and I still have 3 more palettes to go. The next palette that I'll be reviewing is going to be Lights Off, and it is this cool tone beauty right here. Be on the lookout for this later this weekend. As always, guys, I welcome your comments. So let me know what you thought of this Call Me Sunshine palette from Wet n Wild. Have you picked up any of these new palettes? How are you liking them? What's going on? Leave it all in the comment section down below. And Happy New Year! This is my first video of 2021. And what better way to start than by featuring one of my favorite drugstore brands. You guys have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Where's mine? Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.